Hello, hello, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening today. Welcome on board to some more Shouts of Sharn. As we go ahead and get ready for something that's been in the making for a bit, hope everyone's ready for this D&D campaign taking place within the Everon City and the Tyler City of Sharn. Today we got, once again, the wonderful eyes of many detectives. Can we get a wonderful hello from the wonderful detectives?
Wonderful hello.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Thank you for the
Okay.
enthusiasm, everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, I said wonderful hello. What more do you want from me? That's what you told me to do, and I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah,
It was
thank you for following the
wanted.
notes.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I didn't get the script this week.
Sorry, I lost the script.
What the
Yeah, at least
hell?
you got the script.
Yeah.
Didn't pay me.
I was just told do what you usually do? Question mark.
You guys could have told me that
There's
you
also-
didn't. I would have forwarded you my script, even though it's all highlighted with my own blocking and everything in it too. So it's really hard to actually read any of my lines. But
It's also wild. I've been told that I'm being recast, but I don't think that's supposed to be in the notes. So
Oh yeah, recasting you with Tart.
that's fine. I'm okay with that. Perfectly fine. He can have the spot.
you can still be the understudy.
Yeah.
No. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
He can have the spot. I'll go about my day.
Wow, this is just like Glee. You know, when Rachel gets cast and Santana's her understudy.
Yeah.
When Santana comes into audition, like, you know, in the exact same way that Rachel, like with the exact same choreography that Rachel did like 3 years ago, like in actual like world canon, and she performs the song better. For whatever reason, Leah Michelle is still on Broadway and performing that song as well, but you know.
I mean, it's not hard if you even appear on the show Glee to outperform Leah Michelle.
That's true.
It's like almost impossible not to outperform her.
You can add her too. She can't read, so like, you know, she's
No.
not gonna be able to read it.
I'm aware, but I can't do anything on Twitter right now, which is fun.
Oh, fun.
Twitter thinks I'm a bot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't retweet anything. Can't quote retweet anything. My tweets aren't sending out. They're not letting me. So. Yeah.
guys, Peter's Elon Bucks. No.
Nope.
No. Just let the site die.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
let
At
the
that
site
point,
die
just
first.
let it die.
Yeah.
Stone, why is there a square in your background? Like a speed square? That orange fucking speed square that's next to the Ritz box?
What?
Oh, the
Whatever.
triangular thing.
Yeah, the square.
It's called a square, but it's triangular.
It's called a square. It's to check to see if things are square.
I hate that. And that's where that's a 3D printer right there.
Brag about it.
Talking about
My
something else,
God.
but okay. I'm talking about the square.
I don't know, it's for the 3D printer?
Okay.
Would be my guess. I don't fucking know, it's not mine.
So defensive about this square triangle thing. Goodness.
Just to
Oh,
check and see if things are
So, yeah. Shouts of Sharn, everyone. Let's go ahead and learn who all these people are, who all of our detectives are, and
No.
who they're playing right now. Becca?
Hello, I'm Becca. I use any pronouns. Today for you, I will be playing Gail Lorak, who's he/him pronouns. Who will be playing Gail Lord Morales, who also uses he/him pronouns. Out of all those people, I think 2 out of the 3 of them know what a speed square is. Yeah,
Does Gail know?
yeah. Galen would be the one that.
yeah.
Galen would be the one that does not know what a speed square is. I've caused drama within the household.
But yeah, thank you. Johnny?
Hi, my name's Johnny. Today I'm filling in for the role of Farting Tart, aka Matt. He wasn't able to be here today. Other things came up, but it's Johnny Rose. I am playing Velveteen Despero. He/him pronouns is what I've been given. He apparently has an accent of some sort. I'll try my best, but I can't keep up with his voice, so we'll see.
I thank you as well. Brian?
Hi, I'm Brian. I use he/him pronouns, and I will be playing Twister Carbon, who uses he/they pronouns.
thank you as well.
No.
The person who seemed to have just been having a big talk on what that triangle square thing is, Stone.
Hello, I am Stone. I use they them pronouns. And I'm playing today for you I am playing Achaeus Endo, a Viera Warlock Bard. Yeah.
What pronouns?
He they pronouns. I'm sorry, you guys distracted me with the square.
What a chaos know what a square is.
Sorry.
No. It's called a square.
Hold on. I got you. Pay attention. Focus on the bag.
All right, thank you, and thank you all. I'm Garmazilikon. Call me Nate or Nathan. He, him pronouns. I am the game master for tonight and all other sessions for Shadows of Sharn. And I hope everyone's ready to get right into a bit of a festive spirit, a bit of a high class time. Black ties only.
kind.
Halloween.
Halloween's not for a few
Ties
months.
Only?
Black ties.
Arbor
No,
Day.
yeah, black ties only? Or
It could
I
be
mean-
other
I mean-
color. It's just a fancy. Just wear fancy.
Just
Like
as long
everyone
as you're
else
wearing a
is
black
already.
tie.
But yeah,
What-
before we
what-
get
what
into
a square is.
Nothing but a black tie.
I'm wearing nothing but a.
Oh. Oh.
before we get into the festivities and the events before them, can we learn about what happened last session?
Sure, but I feel like since this is going to be a heavy-handed session and we've been gone 2 weeks, Nate, maybe you should be the one refreshing us.
I only know that we got a note from Hallis, but I don't. If there's literally
I've
anything else that
investigated it.
happened aside from that, I don't know.
That's why I'm asking Nate, because that's also
We
the only thing I
received our
remember.
outfits. We got the note from Hallis being like, hey, something's gonna happen to your friends.
No guest among the glittering halls in the sky shall be greater than death who comes for a friend nigh. I wrote it in my notes.
So
Thank you.
something's happening at the gala.
Yeah,
Be perpetrated by Hallis.
as we asked, I believe, the commune spell.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just sat and talked about what we think that could mean, and then we tried to find Hallis and we couldn't find him, and then we're like, well, that's all we can do.
We tried to get a hold of him. We got the busy signal, or we got fucking ignored.
Twister, who could usually get a hold of Hallis, was like, no, I can't. What the fuck?
He was not picking up the phone.
No
Or
phone.
sending.
Kind of rude, TBH.
Not all rude. Like you're warning us, and you're not even going to like tell us more about the warning.
I mean, this world is just full of cryptic characters who say so little for us. So,
That's how
Hallis just shows up at our door and is like, hey, I'm gonna actually murder one of your friends tomorrow. Can you not do anything about it until the gala, please? Because it'll be so much more dramatic then. And we're like, okay, bud. Yeah, we'll hold off on you for that.
And we try, and we're like, nope, can't find him. And it's like, oh, okay.
So, I have a couple questions for you all as we get into the session itself now. First,
My character sheet.
do we want to start in the morning, or do we want to speed along through the day to when you're ready to make your departure?
You have anything to do in the morning?
I don't think so.
I can't think of anything truly.
In case Hog's the bathroom all morning doing his makeup.
Oh my
Alright.
God.
Awesome.
Okay,
Um,
get out of there. I need to use the bathroom. No!
It's a like 6-bedroom place, but only one bathroom.
It's really rough.
Makes the
Yeah,
mornings very
absolutely.
difficult.
A nightmare.
Hey, there's a reason why it's not the highest rent.
At
But
least
like,
we got sewage installed in our place, you know.
Yeah.
This quickly into the innovation of it.
You know, sewage was invented and
Was invented like literally, I think, like 2 months ago in game. So, you know,
Okay.
pretty quick advance.
And second question then. How are you all planning to arrive? Are you planning to go separately, waiting for, well, two of you waiting for your companions, or are you all gonna be kind of like just finding a way to travel up together? This is something you definitely, in character, would have gotten sorted out beforehand.
I would have assumed that I would be meeting with Tyson and then we would be going together. That's what Twister's doing.
I very much want to be the pretty girl at the prom that gets picked up, so I'm gonna wait.
It's valid. And a case and I will just go.
Yep, we just go together.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
So Nate, you got 3 different answers there.
I mean, yeah, the directed at 3 different people for individual things. It
Yeah.
sounds like
Alright.
we're all arriving at different times.
I
To make it the
suppose-
easiest to
Yeah.
deal with, we all show up not together.
Alright, so the party begins at 6 o'clock. When do you all want to make your time to... I'll try to make your time for arriving then.
Well, we have to be fashionably late, right?
Yeah, and you get extra court approval.
But
If you go into the
if
thing
we're
after the second.
fashionably late, then something could happen and we're not there.
Say a solid 8:30.
That is,
30, that's way more than fashion.
yeah, that's
That's-
actually missing out on some of the important stuff.
Well, do we-
7:30.
Do we have our itinerary?
Yeah, oh, did I not give it to y'all?
No.
No.
I
Nope.
remember,
That's why I just do a time that
You
shit.
gave us seating.
I think you said it to us verbatim of like the thing of events, because I don't think you had expected us to ask it. But we still do not have an actual one.
Yeah, we don't have it.
I only type it in to make this easier for y'all.
Yeah,
What
I thought you typed it somewhere, but I don't see it.
Twister is just brand new to this type of shit, so he's just gonna follow Tyson's lead.
See, my Beckham
Okay,
Morgan instinct
so-
is to be there at 5:45, but
Alright.
that is
Oh
probably
yeah, me
not accurate.
too.
Yeah, I
Alright,
would
so-
desperately want to be there early.
Yeah. But we
So
can't do
at
that.
6 p.m. is when it all starts. That's when everyone starts to get their way in, the doors open. 7 p.m. is when the introductory speech happens, where Lady Celeria, your Tain, will go ahead and welcome everyone and just kind of like give a little bit of a talk before everyone kind of like has some dinner for the rest of the hour until 8 p.m. when the dance floor officially opens and people can kind of like dance around with each other. 8:30 p.m. the wine will be brought out, and then 10 p.m. there will be another big speech given. This time probably from the Tain family. Well, Lady Tain and her children that are attending. As a bit of a closing remark thing, people can start to funnel out afterwards. 11, the dance floor will close. And at midnight, the party officially ends. Everyone has to go. If anyone's still staying. You're allowed to leave after the 10 p.m. speech.
So we're not allowed to leave before then.
You can, but it'll be a little rude.
Hmm. They're not going to lock the doors and keep us trapped in there.
Legally, we're allowed to.
Oh, They've,
To leave,
they
but-
forced cages in.
Give guards at the doors. So should we arrive at like maybe 6:30?
Yes, probably. Yeah. This hurts my fucking soul so much. I know it's correct.
Me
It hurts my
too.
soul.
Me too.
This is like my
It
worst
hurts me.
nightmare.
7 o'clock on
We have
the
to be
dot.
late.
We're gonna be basically interrupting the speech that's being given.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Tyson's lead.
Okay.
5:30. You're helping set up the party.
Tyson's already there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and We're gonna move over to Twister first in this instance,
You
since I
already
imagine you'll
answered.
be heading over to Tyson's sometime in
Okay.
advance.
Yeah.
All right. You find your way up within up to his mansion on the upper districts, one of the bridges between the towers. You can see the well-decorated garden on the way, and as you kind of like approach the door, they kind of like open up slowly before you, as you can see like Tyson already kind of like standing there. He seems to be getting pretty well dressed himself. Uh, you two did not coordinate your outfits, so he's going to be seeing yours for the first time right now. As well
Um,
as you seeing his. As you can see
I
that.
mean, I would have told him
Yeah.
what it was. Like the general design of it as he came up with it. Again, this is not his first time.
Yeah.
Or this is his first time.
But yeah, currently Tyson is dressed in a pinstripe navy blue jacket over a white shirt with matching pinstripe pants. The tie is a matching color to the jacket and has a golden dagger design with the blade pointing downwards. He has lambskin leather gloves and well-polished black shoes, laceless. And he's kind of like just messing around with his wrist cuffs, kind of like getting them sorted as he's opening up the door. You can see like a couple of different rings on his fingers and a necklace, a platinum necklace around him as well. No. I was about to call for someone to pick you up.
Oh, no
Can
need.
you want to Yeah, go ahead and describe what you're wearing right now.
Okay. Twister is I just pulled it up. He's wearing this kind of like dark red burgundy outfit. It's a three-piece with like the suit or with the coat and the vest being red with like black outline and white undershirt with a black tie, burgundy pants or burgundy slacks with black shoes and laceless. He is wearing, I'll say he's wearing gray gloves to go with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He has a few accessories to go with it. But that's the main stuff. He also has a black handkerchief in the side pocket of the coat, or in the front pocket of the coat.
Okay. Oh, I see you, Wilfist. It's not the best coordination, to say the least, but it should be okay.
Sorry, this is my first time.
No, it's all right. I imagine you haven't really been to anything on this level. I've only been a few times myself. It can get a little much. All right. We'll be leaving so we can get there about 10 minutes after the opening.
Okay.
I've got a Pegasus card on the way.
Okay. What time is it currently?
I'd say right now. No, when would you have gotten here?
Twister probably would have gotten here around 4:30. He would be early.
Okay.
So, like, he wants to make sure that we're together and then we go.
Okay. Alright. I also hope you haven't eaten too much quite yet. There's going to be a lot of moving around, and I think you'll want to have some room in your stomach for what's up there.
Got it.
Oh, and just yourself then?
Yeah, Galen and Achaeus are going together, and Velveteen is going with someone else, I believe. But we're all going separately.
Oh, fair enough. I was hoping you all would have got it over. Hold on a sec. And you kind of like see Tyson kind of like, oh, let you in through the door, close
Mhm.
it. And then you see him kind of like go over to the end table on the other side and kind of like pick up a small box, open it up, and you can see that inside there is a gold ring with what looks to be a ruby at the end. You'll want this.
Oh, can I look at it, like inspect it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make make either an investigation or an arcana check.
Oh, bestie, they're the same number.
Okay.
10.
It's tough to figure out what. I mean, it looks like a very nice ring. There's some like letters inscribed in a language you don't really understand, I guess.
So it's not in common, primordial, undercommon, or dwarvish.
No?
Okay. What is this ring?
Oh, that's. Tyson kind of like lifts his hand, takes off one of the gloves to show like a similar ring on his right ring finger. It's something to block divination spells.
Oh.
A lot of nobility wears these, and at the gala you're gonna need one of these in particular. Everyone's trying to hide from each other, as well as find ways to snoop on each other at the same time, and these events make it easier. Plus, they're good for nobility, royalty, and celebrity, just to keep people from prying unwanted moments. You can choose to allow a divination to be used.
Okay. Does this require attunement?
It does not.
Thank goodness. Okay. I will I'll take off one of my gloves and I'll put on the ring.
Yeah, I have 3 more for the rest of you. Pan. But I guess you can handle
I
all this
can-
later.
Since it's 4:30 around the time I show up, I can just let them know. I'll since I know everyone else is still at the agency, I'll go ahead and cast sending to. Oh, let me put long rest real quick. Let me hit that.
I'll make sure you have all your spell slots back.
Yep. I'm gonna cast sending to Gale. Tyson has anti-divination rings for us all. I can give them to you at the gala if you want, or you can come now.
Do I have to respond right now, or can I have a conversation before I respond?
I'll give you sending.
I mean, I know what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't say that there is you necessarily have to give it immediately.
And
No, it
can
does.
answer in a like manner immediately.
It
Oh, okay,
specifically
sorry,
says
it
the
does
word
say
immediately.
First 25 words you say is the stuff that gets sent to Twister.
I'll openly say now you don't get a response.
I mean, it only it's a
I'm,
one person.
I'm the only one
too.
getting it.
I'm not doing 3 different sendings.
I'm the
That's
only one
how-
getting it.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. Good to know. I'll chat with everyone and see what the vibe is. But if not now, then certainly at the gala itself.
All right.
And I'll go find the other 2. Apparently Tyson has some anti-divination rings for us to pick up and wear for the gala, and it's a question of either we go now and get them, or we get them once we get at the gala and we find Tyson.
Do you think we needed them before?
I don't know. I mean, we're gonna be at the gala for a few bits before. That's what I was told. We could either go get it now or we can pick it up at the gala. We would then be seen at the gala without wearing them and get them later, which, you know, is a little
A little weird.
potentially. I mean, if people are looking that closely.
We can just make the journey now.
I mean, I'm okay with just getting mine at the gala. I don't really mind.
Valid. I mean,
In theory, only one of us would have to go get it if we're coming back here, but that's also quite a journey from here to there and then back here. And
yeah, I don't think there's enough time for necessarily there and back.
yeah, it'd have to be a stop on the way.
Yeah.
So we could just stop there on the way. That works for me.
I don't know when they're planning on heading out to the gala, but yeah.
Okay.
Sure. But again, I'll just wait till the gala. I don't mind.
It's valid.
We'll see that being a big reason to get it beforehand.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, back to it then, I suppose.
Alright, so we'll go back over to the Tyson and Twister situation.
Is there anything I need to know about your Tains? Like any information I might not already know about them?
Let's see now. There is like the big things you would know. Like their most powerful family, not just within Sharn, but within the country of Greyland as well. They have riches that give them pretty much as much authority as the royal family.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Celeria is currently widowed with 4 children. Oh, trying to stick in. Oh, with 6 children, 2 of which are too young to have made their social debuts, so are currently studying in college elsewhere in Onder. But I believe that's like, other than anything else I put in the notes for you, someone like you would probably have only those things as the bits of knowledge.
Okay. And then he would ask Tyson if there's anything I should know.
I suppose you should be on your guard around a couple of the children. It's nothing bad necessarily, but there are a couple who are known to be flirts, so if you want to avoid that, make sure you stick with someone that stick with someone or show your own intentions before. They're not gonna press too much.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, it's obvious. Don't try to bring up the late lord of the household.
Mm-hmm. That just seems tasteless, yeah.
Be careful around the Dragonmark houses.
Uh-huh.
And do be careful of that other journalist, if you can call him that.
Understood. What about the lady?
The Lady Celeria.
Yeah.
She is, as far as I've known, to be one of the better kept people with among the nobility of Sharn.
Mm-hmm.
Don't test her, and you'll do fine. One of the few
Okay.
people that, one of the few nobility that seems to have accepted my standings.
Got it.
Oh, another thing. This goes back to the children. Another thing not to bring up is Kaviana, the second daughter, had a terrible breakup recently. Don't talk about relationships.
Oh. Okay.
And don't be surprised if she throws some shade over to the Vidalis Dragomark's house.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
I suppose, unless there's anything else, time will eventually pass by as the two of you finish getting yourselves prepared. As a part will go ahead and prepare itself. And you two take your glide over to the skies above. Sorry, I already forgot if Achaeus and Galen were gonna be popping on by for the rings.
I believe.
Yeah, we were gonna
Okay.
stop by on
Yeah.
the way there.
All right, so you two take your own method of transportation to get up to the mansion during this time.
Yeah.
Any scenes you want to go into, or is it just kind of like get the rings and go on your own way?
I don't have anything.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Alright,
Yep.
back the three of you, including and Tyson as well, go ahead. Have your own entrances that actually come to the front.
Twister will spend time like in the bathroom, making sure that like he's good and all of that. Like comb his hair, comb his beard, make sure everything looks nice and neat. Just like, okay.
And are Achaeus and Galen doing anything to prepare themselves as well?
Galen or Morales? Galen or Morales? Yes. Just doing vocal exercises as Galen when Tyson is not right there.
I should also ask, as you two kind of like make your approach, are you fully dressed as well?
Yeah, I'm just wearing a black tie.
Yeah.
Hey. No. Yeah. I mean, yes. I would assume that we are both fully
I
in
would
our Gala wear.
Yeah, I would assume.
And we'll start with Becca. What is
Oh.
Gale/Galen wearing right now?
Galen is wearing a like three-piece, it looks like black suit with kind of cufflinks of little like bone along it, and then along the dress shirt itself like embroidered like skeletal kind of dragon like designs along them, while his like black shirt that he's wearing underneath it almost has a tie made out of like a skeletal kind of like vertebrae and like rib cage that kind of like expands past like what you can see from just where his like shirt is collared, and then there's like a big like red gem kind of like at the base of his throat, and then not through his arms, just kind of thrown over both of his shoulders, he's got a very like large overcoat, also black with like huge kind of buckles on it, but the inside of it is like a deep like blood red, with kind of a brocade-ish pattern on the inside of it. His face is made up very, very gaunt, he's trying to emulate what his parents look like when they go to court. So he is a prep boy trying to look goth as best as he can. And he isn't wearing gloves, but he has on like both of his index fingers like very long, like kind of like armored, like those armored ring things that kind of come out. He's got that, and he has a decorative cane that he has as well with him. That's me. Mm-hmm.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah, that's a cool design.
Yeah.
Stone, what is Achaeus wearing?
All right. Achaeus is wearing like this slim, like black floor length dress. Its straps, instead of like going over the shoulders, actually kind of wrap around his neck, leaving both his back and his shoulders exposed, and like this triangular like window right in the center of his chest. There's a slit that like runs down from his thigh, exposing his legs, and then also an inner red fabric as kind of an accent, and he's wearing black stiletto heels as well. On his arms, just above the elbow, and on his wrists are these golden cuffs, and the ones on the wrists are actually connected to these these rings and like claw-like accessories on his fingers, with like golden chains. On his head is this headpiece made of like golden wiring that not only like surrounds his head but also like crawls up his ears in like a branching pattern. His hair is pulled back, revealing his entire face, which is usually not revealed, and his white traditional tattoo that's on his face. He's got like gold glitter just kind of like on his cheekbones and around his eyes that contrast this like dark eye makeup, and also any scars that he has, which is a lot, are missing, and his eye looks normal and undamaged.
Thank you very much.
I don't have a picture, but I just had to design it myself.
Hey, fair enough. But yeah. And you two said you're just pretty much getting the rings and then to the gala, right?
Yeah, probably taking a slow. If we're still trying to get there at like 6:30, or if we're trying to get there slightly, I don't know. Yeah.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, we'll go ahead. Go a bit over to the agency now. At, let's say this will be about 5:40. When Velveteen, you're going to hear a knock at the door.
At 5:40? Okay.
Yes.
I'm guessing everyone else is gone.
Yeah, at this point, everyone else is gone.
Okay, shit. I imagine, do we have an eye hole in the door or no?
I think we've established that you all do, yeah.
I look through the eye hole.
All right. Through the eye hole, you can see that there is Chersala Sharla currently waiting in a long, regal, dark blue dress with black fur edges and a mesh design from the stomach to just below the chest, and an almost kind of like triangular shape with a rounded bottom. There's embroidery. If you were to see the other side of her back, you can see that there's embroidery made to look like a bleeding rose. And on the sides of the dress as well are patterns of fleur-de-lis. But yeah, she's currently kind of like waiting on the other side, a umbrella in hand as well, kind of like acting as a cane, as she kind of like just goes and knocks. I know you're looking at me through that eye hole.
Well, yes. I will crack the door. Oh, you're a little early. Would you care to come in and sit for a moment?
Are you currently dressed up right now?
He has his pants on, Nate, and the shoes.
Okay. I suppose I can. Although I do believe I might want to get myself dressed up quite a bit more soon. We don't want to be too late for this. I have to be there before the speech.
Yeah, we could definitely be there before the speech. Come on in. And as I open the door, I allow her.
Shishala is going by she/her right now. Yeah.
Okay, her. Okay, I was making sure. I let her in. You can take a seat. No shirt is currently on. The prosthetic arm is like barely attached. Yeah, you were kind of early. I was expecting to arrive a bit on the later half.
Oh, yes. When you mentioned wanting to get there during the speech, I thought you were joking, so I came here at a more reasonable time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I usually, you want to kind of be late for these, but not like too late. But
oh yes,
I felt like,
yeah, like I was thinking 6:40, 6:45.
I mean, I could make that happen. Just give me a moment. Quickly, like run upstairs. I throw the rest of my outfit on. The outfit that consists of a very long black and white jacket, buttons. I think 8 on each side go along the ways like this. Cufflinks that are going to be not cufflinks, but their arm bracers are going to be right here. A white design that's like a zigzag going around each sleeve, and the interior of the dress shirt right here is going to be made of dragon mail. It's very deep blue. There is a zipper that goes right up to about here on the neck, and then fingerless gloves. Sweet fingerless gloves. I come back downstairs. My hair is still a mess. Pardon me. Let me do this real quick, and I go into the facilities that we have. I imagine there's glitter everywhere. I imagine the mess. Oh Jesus!
There's gold glitter on the counter.
You just
They may have spilled it at some point.
You would just hear water running like very vigorously for like 10 seconds, and then like quickly coming out. I'm just like, I'm ready to, and then like some water is dripping off the side because it's very wet. Yeah, I'm ready to go. But I will say while wearing this is just for flavoring. For some reason, the wind is always kind of blowing at me, just like from a good distance where it gets my good side. You don't know where it's coming from. It's poly magic, or it's just probably just what I want. But yeah.
Luckily, some of that mysterious wind helps dry the hair faster as well.
By the way, you look very lovely. I'm very happy we were able to coordinate the way we did.
I guess you made sure to let me know what you were wearing before.
Oh, I mean, yes, you've already seen this. This may be the 3rd time I've described this outfit, but who's to say? Anyways, we can be on our way now. I'll do one of these, like holding out my arm.
And she'll go ahead and link her arm with yours.
Did you perchance bring a ride with you, or are we walking?
Oh, we'll not be walking there. I'll take us to carriage now. And
okay.
Are you willing for this teleport?
Would she tell me, or would it just happen?
She'll go. Alright. Just... Yeah, this shouldn't ruffle anything. I'm gonna go ahead and bring us right now. That's all she says.
Bring us right to...
And then you'll kind of like just teleport back over to in front of her house, where you can see that there is a grand carriage that has like 2 Pegasi kind of like linked up front to carry it over. There is a gnomish man in a fine suit who's acting as the driver, just tips his hat as he sees the two of you appear.
Oh, good evening, sir. A pleasure. I will open the door. I imagine there's a door.
Yeah, there's a door to lead in.
And let her go in first. I'll then get in second. I guess to the Gala. Feel weird giving instructions, but to the Gala, sir.
The driver tips the hat and nods. It's gonna be lovely. It's been a while since I've been to such a big event like this.
It's kind of only been a few days for me, but I understand the feeling. Not a big fan of galas, to be very honest with you. Not a big fan of mingling with the rich and the more, upper class. Already have to do that enough, so
Oh, I find it exhilarating to watch all the little bit of infighting going on and try to figure out who's actually an ally. Just watching the games people try to play with each other can be fun.
I mean, usually most of the rich are in it for themselves or in it for the bottom dollar, so it's whatever. If I could go without it, I would go without it, but unfortunately, I'm stuck with it. I'm sorry, unfortunately, we're stuck with it.
Oh, it should be nice. There's good food, good drink.
Fair. I don't tend to do much drinking, to be very honest with you. Fuzzies the brain a little bit.
Then you'll enjoy the food more.
Possibly. We'll see what they have to offer. I also tend to not like to eat in front of people, depending on how they will possibly look down on us. But we'll see.
Okay. But yeah, the two of you begin your departure as well as the Pegasai take a little bit of a sprint before they lead off into the air, dragging you along with you.
Some extra.
Okay.
About this time as well, our first people who will be making their arrival.
I'm assuming this is me and Tyson.
Yeah, look to be you.
Can I do one last thing?
Oh, what's up?
Probably about 10-15 minutes before we leave, Twister will kind of look in the mirror, walk back and forth, wondering how to look better, what would be a good eye catcher. And then he pulls out this from his jacket, from the inside of his jacket, he pulls out a mask. And it's the same material as the rest of his outfit. And he goes to Tyson and he's like, "Hey, would this be too much, wearing a mask?"
It's not quite a masquerade. If your goal is to stand out, then certainly stand out with that.
Is it a bad thing to stand out?
It depends on how you stand out.
So good standout's fine, but a bad standout is bad.
Yeah, you don't want to break rules of etiquette. But, I mean, poor manners. You don't want to eat improperly. You don't want to spill your drink. You don't want to step on someone's shoes. You don't want to say the wrong thing.
Gotcha. I mean,
But that mask itself, I think it'll be quite acceptable.
I think it'll be fine. And Twister puts on the mask, and as he puts it on, you see the mask start to move back and cover his entire head and go down to about here. It's kind of like, the mask from the Mask movie. It's like that.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I'm Jim Carrey.
You're going to the gala as Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
I just imagine it's such a wet process.
Um,
It's
it
so wet.
it's
It's
not wet. It's more like a
It's a tongue. It's a dry tongue. Have you ever felt a dry tongue against your skin, Brian?
It's not all tongue.
No.
It's all
Not
mimic.
all tongue.
Oh,
not
my
all tongue.
apologies. It's the rest of the flesh that is typically very sticky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even worse.
But yeah, it
You're
goes
covered in
down.
wax, and it's gonna get
Yeah.
peeled off of you at the end of the night. It's gonna be bad.
Mm,
Shrug like that.
But yeah, once he's finished, his look changes so that his head is now the kind of this storm cloud look. Darker, more harsh shape, or not harsh shape, but like harsh coloring, dark blues, and like to the point of dark grays in some of it. Because of the state of the mask, no beard, no hair. But yeah, as he puts it on and as it like fully gets together, he looks over at Tyson and says, "So, what do you think?" And as he talks, the mouth also moves with him.
That is peculiar material. I don't think I've seen anything like that before.
Yeah,
A
it's
little offsetting, but mysterious. What's it three times?
the standout good.
I imagine to many people. Oh, it's not so much.
Hmm.
You have to watch it.
Shall we?
It's Sharn. And Tyson will go to raise his arm up to link yours.
I will link.
And the two of you will walk
I will
over
help.
to the Pegasus carriage waiting for you all. As Tyson escorts you in, closes the door behind, and you begin descent. Soaring up above, beyond the reach of the clouds within the city of clouds, you eventually break above the cumulus that have collected above, looking down on this grouping of moisture that resembles cotton, seeing it weave about the bits of smaller towers and mansions, parks spread about its location of Sharn. You begin watching as you, as well as several other carriages, carts, ships, and so many different winged mounts all begin your different methods of arriving to the same location. Can I get a insight check from you?
Inside check. Okay. Oh, one more thing. About the armor class. We're not wearing our armor, right?
Right.
So I should take it off.
I still get to. Because mine's elven chain and can be worn underneath
Yeah.
normal clothes.
I just bought this armor. When can I use it? Nate!
We're
I
going.
just
You
bought
should have said
it.
you were wearing armor then. You're wearing a dress. That's not armor.
No. I
Um,
just bought this armor. I paid so much for it and I haven't been able to use it at all.
Hey, bestie, don't worry. I don't get my armor or shield. So my AC is a 10.
Hey, you get to at least bring a weapon stone because you can summon it.
Yeah, I always have my weapons on me, thankfully, but fuck.
Yeah, let me insight. Ooh, 20.
Okay. That's not a roll at all. Okay, it's gonna be the same number. As you are making your way through the clouds, seeing like business strands fly by, watching all the scenery out above, and seeing the excess luxury below you as well. You can see that Tyson is looking a little nervous as he stares outside the window. He seems to kind of like just drift off with his gaze, and his fists seem to be a little clenched, as you can hear like the bit of the leather rub against each
Hey, you okay?
other. So,
You seem to be You seem to be spacing out.
events like these got me a little on stuff like this.
Everything will go okay, all right? Need me, I'm here.
Everything will come. I trust you.
I trust you.
But yeah, eventually, you make your landing a few minutes after the opening of the party. The carriage landing on streets made out of clouds solidified. It's weird when you step out, as your instinct is to imagine that you'll just fall right through,
Duh!
but you're actually able to stand on this bit of cloud as if it was cement. Bit of a weird give for you, as Tyson goes ahead and links arms with you again. Well, certainly some surprises. I imagine there's some other things that confuse you a little bit first time.
Yeah, this is all very confusing. Like, I should be falling.
Chance of clouds, designed to act like brick meant to come. There's a lot of strange elements. Don't forget about that thing. Never take it like this.
Understood.
So, the two of you, as well as a handful of others arriving on the earlier side of the party, make your trek to the Tain estate. The Tain estate is on its own personal cloud in the sky. No houses neighbor it immediately, not for a good stretch past the clouds reach itself. A grand, bountiful garden, almost like a forest, grows on either flank of the manor, filled with plants from all around the world. A stone brick front yard rests in front, large enough to be a city block in its own right. Within this front yard is an iron fence with an ornate, ivy-wrapped gate, opened currently for the festivities, as you Tyson make your way. You can see that there are half a dozen air carriages that are kept near the entryway, one for each member of the main family of the Tain. A gorgeous fountain, large and deep enough to be a swimming pool, 30 feet in diameter and 15 feet deep, sits in the center with a stone statue of a barely robed elven woman fixed within, posed as to lean back and hold a hand to the sky, palms facing her gingerly, eyes looking to the horizon in wonder. In the back is a small range where 2 pegasi can be found strutting about. A fine stable kept nearby. Immediately next to the manor is a dense wood deck with a veranda and several seats for lounging. The manor itself is made of stone bricks nestled against another and lifting up 3 stories in total. There are marble pillars along the entrance to support a viewing deck that you can see quite a few attendees have already assembled, lounging in what you know to be the designated quiet space, all of them with drinking water. Several chimneys emerge from the tilted and tiled roofing, thin trails of smoke with ever-changing colors coming out. The smells of expensive perfumes and colognes are together with the scene of luxurious alcohol and food supply, which most of the parties most of you will never experience. As you continue along, you arrive through the open doors to an entryway 20 feet wide and 6 feet in length, with marble flooring depicting an image of a rose in the center. Antique chairs are sat at the walls, next to tables holding a wide variety of bouquets and busts. A myriad of windows decorate the sides, allowing the fading sunlight and blossoming moonlight within. The walls themselves hold portraits of the surviving family members, Deliria having the grandest of them. She is shown in a white wedding gown, veil lifted, a comforting smile. Celeria herself and a half-elven woman, who, while being 100 years old, to a human would look to be in her early 30s. Long, flowing silver hair rests against her, and that there is just an air painted within that seems to catch the attention of so many who enter, immediately wanting to look at the painting. The ceiling has a grand chandelier hanging overhead, illuminated by ever-burning pink flames, providing a warm coloration to the interior. The left of the entryway leads to a closed-off section where caterers and other workers make their way in and out of. To the right is a wide-open doorway flanked by wooden pillars with etchings of the story of how the elves left Zendrick and founded Erina. This right path leads directly to the entertainment hall, where the sounds of music and revelry can be heard. To the front of the entryway is a staircase that spirals to the left as it leads to the second floor with the overhang above. The section is mostly cut off from although you can see a couple already chatting up with each other as they look down upon everyone. As you make your way inside through the entryway and also check to the right side, the eastern side, you can see that there is a long dining table holding a... Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Still within the entryway, on the western side is a long dining table holding a guest check-in book, an accompanying quill with ink, and a glass of wine placed down for each new guest. As soon as someone picks one up, a caterer will come by with another bottle and put it down for the next person to sign it. And you can see that stationed there, just standing and announcing names for everyone as they arrive, is an elderly human butler with a long mustache and a tailcoat. You can also, but yeah, that's what you see as you make your arrival. Currently, it looks like a dozen attendants have shown up. You've seen like 4 of them outside. There's the 2 looking down from above, And there's some more that you were able to see as they made their way in, checked in, got announced, and went to the entertainment hall.
Do I know who was announced as part of the like the names were shouted, right?
Yes, the as you made your entrance and saw this, the people that were named was Lady Sudra Malam and Lady Arun Malam. The butler announces as one of the women, an elven woman with pale, soft skin, freckles on her face, and jet black hair, long and straight with curls at the end. Signs her name. She is adorned in a dress that has various pieces of the popular romance drama Tears of Melehan, just magically enchanted onto the dress. That way, it's a moving story instead of still images sewn within. She writes her name in. Another elven woman, this one with bronze skin and red-brown curly hair, wearing a fine suit with a tailcoat that turns into a silk dress at the bottom. Both items having red maple leaf coloration to them. I will go ahead and then write her own name in. The first one of them goes, the one with the pale skin takes the wine, gives a light curtsy to the butler, and begins to walk over to the entertainment hall.
Okay.
Tyson will go ahead and walk up, hand over his invite to the butler, who looks it over as Tyson begins writing his name into the check-in book. The butler will go ahead and announce, Lord Tyson ear to wear, and Twister Carbon. That was me being like having the. That was not the butler having like the issue. That was me being like names.
But it's so funny if he was just like, and Twister Carbon.
It's like,
There's
sorry,
no
there's,
ear
there's
there.
a smudge.
Tice
Like,
will go
why is
ahead.
there no ear there?
Tice will go ahead and hand the quill over to you to sign as
I
he
will.
picks up the wine.
I will say.
And next we need to go ahead and find the lady and make our greeting.
All right. Do I notice anything unusual or out of place as we make our way in and all of this?
Make a perception check in. What do you mean by that?
Like, I know that something's happening at this place or during the event. I just want to make sure I'm keeping my eye out for like any suspicious activity.
Alright, fair enough.
So, 8.
8, huh?
8.
It's tough to tell. The most you get is that there are definitely like some people who look at you either in confusion or something else. The butler was stone-faced the whole time. Just right.
That's
But yeah, like wasn't really like giving any reactions or anything to what you were wearing at least. But you both continue over to the entertainment hall, which makes up a majority of the first floor of this mansion, having a space 200 feet long and 80 feet wide, dressed in red velvet curtains along the windows. Within the entertainment hall, immediately are 20 tables of revolving of finger foods and cocktails. On one table is an unmelting ice sculpture of a peacock with the tail feathers splayed out. Another table holds an ever-churning pitcher of golden mead. Stood in place in this area are caterers holding trays of drinks and empty glasses for the patrons. Past the space is an open section where you imagine many of the guests will likely make their way, either seated along the back, standing along the edges, or dancing within the wider area. A bit of a wooden floor kind of like set out as a dancing stage when time comes. On the northern end is a stage that is currently just playing a band. Right now it's just a small three-person group of a piano, a lute, and a flute, who are playing some slow but not somber music. And within here as well, there is a spiral staircase that leads to a second floor above, where it opens up to that view deck you can see from the outside, looking over the front yard, as well as a open flooring above, where you can see that some people are making their way up, in particular to see a group of 7 that are assembled within their own corner above, looking down on everyone who enters.
Looking down.
Through here as well, you can see that there is also another doorway that leads to the backyard, where there is a patio that people can also go to stand and watch the Pegasi roam around. You can also see all the tables that have been assigned for everyone within this space as well, the 23 different tables. All kind of like spread out in a fashion similar to how the table layout you were given was.
Got it.
Tyson will go ahead and point upstairs as you enter, just for like a split second, and up there is the Tain. When the rest of the Ice Company arrive, make sure that they pay their due respects to them as well.
All right.
But yeah, Tyson will go ahead, lead you along as you make your way up the stairs. Wait in line for a bit. And as you get closer, you can see sat on a red velvet chair. The only one sitting, in fact, is that face that you saw for the common king in Lady Celia here. The silver hair is braided at the sides against her nearly blue-gray skin. Her dark blue eyes, greeting everyone, makes their way to her. She is wearing a gold tiara with woven patterns that extend back to reveal a halo behind. A beaded necklace of gold, several platinum rings with various gems fitted in, and a long flowing dress of turquoise with silver trimming. Dress extending to 10 feet past the legs, with silver decorations magically embroidered of winding waters. Those are a type of dragon that is serpents with wings. On her right side, you can see her eldest son, and the one known to be the heir apparent to the Tain household. The last year, Tain. He, him pronouns for him, she, her, hers, by the way. The last, if he were to be fully human, would appear to be in his late 20s. He has fiery red hair, kept long flowing down his back and pale skin, light green eyes, that study every point of approaches with an icy coolness. Uh, he is wearing a black three-piece suit with glamour weave flames enchanted onto the bottom of the blazer, and he carries on his side a decorative rapier. He has a very stern and focused look about him as you kind of like make your approach. I can see linking arms with him as well is that his partner, Misra Ia Demel, the second daughter of the Demel family, is also half elven, uh, looking about the same age as the lama. She has pitch black hair kept in a braided bun with platinum hairpins stuck in. She is wearing a long flowing black dress with a white torso. On the left side of Lady Celeria is the eldest daughter, Zira Tain, who appears to be in her mid-20s as well. She has strawberry blonde hair, gathered together and hung over the shoulder. She has a deeply freckled face, silver hoop earrings, and a dress appearing to be a multitude of silver maple leaves stitched together, going heads along the legs and turning into black silk. On kind of like hanging on either side as well, are the younger of the two children who are attending as well. The second daughter, Kaviana Tain, silver hair and blue-gray skin like her mother, but the green eyes of her father. Hair is braided and pink. Looks to be early 20s, wearing several ear cuff decorations, platinum-rimmed glasses, and is not wearing a dress but rather a tight sheer black bodysuit with an open back.
Shit.
And the other child among them is Laurel Tain, the second son. He, they pronouns for him. Fiery red hair, long and silky, well taken care of. Pale skin and blue-gray eyes. He would appear to look to be in like late teens, very early 20s himself, because of his half-elven heritage. He has a gold nose ring over his right nostril and wears a deep red outfit with a long hemmed skirt, black sash, and open vest revealing scars on the chest. He is continuously giving a wide grin to everyone that approaches. Seems to be in a very jovial mood at all times. And you can see that in the back of them is a human about 50 years old, has a neatly trimmed full beard, monocle over one of his gray eyes, wearing a charcoal three-piece suit and holding a dense wood cane that appears to wrap around itself and holds a cat's eye gem. Tyson will go ahead kind of like lean into you as you notice that the human who's kind of like behind them all. It is Papa Tain. He is Olivia's nephew and the only child of Harding's sister.
Nuts.
They're currently not around them right now. There is another person to keep an eye on. There's a rowdy city woman. Her name is Grey Ear Madron. They're a gossiper and a good member of celebrities. Do be careful if you.
Got it.
Eventually, if it comes time for your two's turns to greet the Tain family, and as you make your approach, Tyson gives very deep bow. Greetings, my lady. It is a pleasure to meet you once again. Thank you for the invitation. I wish you and your family well. And Tyson just kind of like turns his head a little bit
Oh.
away.
Okay. Twister also like does a deep bow and says, copies what Tyson said. Greetings, milady. Thank you for thank you for the invitation. It is a pleasure to be here at this wondrous house. And yeah.
Apologies. If it's been some time, Tyson get where this is. My companion for tonight, Twister Cop. Lady Celeria will go ahead and just, after a moment of studying you, Twister, will go ahead and just reach her hand out. It's a pleasure to see you. I'm glad you were able to.
Is it pointed towards me or Tyson?
It's first at Tyson, who takes the hand and does a small bow before letting go.
Mhm. And then
The hand will be reached out to you.
he'll do the same. What do you mean?
You're not hot enough for any of the kids, it sounded like.
Make an insight check.
That's so rude.
The kids don't care about you.
Alright, 19. You can see that there is a look of intrigue at your outfit that Lady Celeria gives. The children, for the most part, just seem to be keeping themselves as normal. And behind them, Harper just kind of like gives a quizzical look. But that's the reaction you get immediately before Lady Celeria. That is interesting, bold choice. I do wish to know why something. Certainty.
Well, my lady, the no, you don't, ma'am, no. Oh my gosh, I lost my entire train of thought because of that.
Sorry, I'm too funny.
You're too funny. Well, you have to make a bold statement with your first impression.
And that is quite bold indeed. But as I asked, I've seen many of the works of tailors. Suits of tailors and like within this city. I know not whose work that is. Cariana. As Cariana turns over and looks you up and down. No, mother, I do not believe I think this person's work will either. Odd. Cold. A little creepy.
It's someone new that it's someone in Where were they located at? Upper Central?
I think it was Upper Dura.
Upper Dura. Okay. I get this mixed up. It was a new shop in Upper Dura. Meatungies?
Let's make a group check on. Okay, it is not hidden well by anyone here. The
Are you talking about the NPCs or us?
the youngest two children just very noticeably blink and look at you in confusion. The Lost and his partner try to hide something, but you can see a wince for a second. They rolled the group check was so low, I'm not bothering having you roll an insight. Celeria just
Like that too.
kind of like goes,
Intriguing.
huh, that is quite a name.
Yeah, the name isn't the greatest.
You see Kariana go ahead. By the way, her reaction is that she kind of like turned to the side, seemed to write something down, and then look back towards you.
Can I see what she wrote down? Do I see it?
Perception check real quick.
Fuck.
I mean, there's no way it's not Meatungies.
You weren't able to see what was written down.
Can I roll a hero point?
Oh,
You can
my lord.
try.
I'll
This
do
is what
it.
you're.
Sure.
It's
We come in and we're like, we don't know him.
Okay. You can see her write down, like, real quick. Tungies? Question mark.
yeah, she's my favorite.
She's actually interested. She's like,
I mean, yeah, of course she is. Of all of them, yeah. Of what we know about her, yeah.
I do hope that. Oh, sorry. Celeria will continue on. I do hope that you all enjoy tonight's festivities. You can either move down to your arranged seating and wait, or you can intermingle with them. I do believe that Oscar and companions survived the labors.
yes. They should be arriving before the festivities get fully underway.
Alright. And Tice will give another bow before kind of like going to link arms with you and lead you all down to the floor below. After a few minutes have passed, eventually it is time for our next group to arrive. Achaeus and Gale/Galen. What vehicle did you use to travel here?
A real cool one.
So cool that we're not gonna tell you.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
We-
and
We
this
got
very
one, and it's good. We got an Uber, an Uber like
Uber
whatever the
limo.
luxury one is. Yeah.
all right. So
We
We got-
rented a limo for 30 minutes to try.
Yeah, we got a Hummer limo, and it's neon pink, and it's got wings. It's actually that Angel of Death car from the Cars universe.
what?
There's a
What?
car Grim Reaper.
Oh my
You guys need to catch up on your Cars lore, okay? There's-
You know,
My
you're right.
apologies.
Yeah. Anyway, we get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get there, people look over to you, be, wow, that was so cool.
Yes.
Wait, you go ahead and make your arrival past the gates and to the interior. At the time that you are arriving, it is picking up a lot more. There's quite a few people, looks like, at this point. Since you're getting here half till, It'll be like maybe about half the attendees have arrived now. So there's a bit more of a line for you to get in before we're able to sign your names and over
How
your-
tall is Zacchaeus right now?
What?
How tall are you right now?
Like he's like usually 5'10", so with the heels probably like 6'1", 6'2".
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Why? How tall is Galen?
Galen's normal height, 5'9".
Oh,
He
I
may
thought
be as
Galen
an
was
i-
taller than that.
Nope.
Oh,
Gale's taller. Galen is not.
I didn't know that Galen was a short king. My apologies.
Galen is the second shortest of the group. Twister's the shortest.
Right.
I'm maybe an inch taller than that from my shoes.
Yeah.
My classy loafers.
You two hand over your invitation, and the butler will go ahead and read out. Sir Zacchaeus Endo, and Sir Galen Lore Morales.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes,
Shall we to the lady?
We should, yeah. Let's.
You two enter the entertainment hall, and you can see like the crowd
Also-
that has been forming.
Keeping an eye out for parents. I'm
I
keeping
will
an eye
say
out
this is
for
an
our
easy
parents.
one, as
Oh, great.
during
I was
the-
gonna ask. Actually, I was gonna ask if there was anything I should know about interacting with Galen's parents.
They don't like that I'm a detective.
Okay.
I sure don't.
And past that, they are typically as nobility is.
Got it. I can handle that.
Right, Galen?
Unfortunately, you are correct.
Okay.
But you said I don't even have to roll for it because I swat them instantly.
You can spot each other's parents actually, as during.
Don't tell me they're together. Oh no.
Not quite yet. No.
Oh good.
Yeah, that's.
Oh no, our parents are gonna talk.
Oh god.
That's fine. What are they gonna say?
But yeah, Zacchaeus, it is easiest for you to spot your parents as the music has switched over during this time, and you can see that on stage, standing next to a familiar harpy, is your mother, who is singing a duet. Behind them, accompanying, is someone playing on piano and another person playing on harp. As the two sing in very beautiful harmony. More impressed considering how little time they probably would have had to work with each other to make this performance as well. Standing near the stage, just staring, watching his wife perform, is your father, who seems to be heavily entranced, not noticing anything happening around him.
Loves his wife.
Off standing in
What guy?
another corner,
Okay.
you can see amongst a group of people kind of like all having some talks with each other as they have like shrimp cocktails in hand are Galen's parents as well. Did you all already have like outfits decided for your family, or did you want me to have something?
I assume my parents look goth as fuck. I assume they're dressed traditionally.
I have descriptions written for.
As Nate
my
Googles
parents.
goth formal wear, help.
No, I think I actually had stuff for your parents specifically.
Oh, horrifying.
Okay.
No, I did not think about my parents at all when I was figuring out outfits. I figured that Galen would be dressing kind of like them, but
Oh, in that case, the father, go ahead.
Father.
As I try to
What-
find
whatever
the
his
names
name is.
again, God damn it.
Listen, it's totally pronounceable, and I pronounced it before I made the name. So it's where the fuck are they? I was just looking at them. Where'd my
Okay.
parents go?
Alcelina,
Yeah, probably.
in a bit of a similar outfit to you. A red dress shirt with black overcoat as well. A deep black top hat with a raven's feather sticking out on top, holding a cane that has a rat skull at the end. And your mother, who is in a black dress with the bottom billowing out widely, the back of which seems to have spines going down along the end, and along like the dress's bottom are like some more adornments that seem to be as if their rib cages going out to the front and closing in. And also like some black lace gloves on her hands as well.
Sick.
I imagine Galen just like being like he's wearing the damn top hat again. I think Galen hates his dad's stupid top hat. He like gets
Damn
so
top
pissed
hat
off
with
at
the
his
fucking
dad's
raven
stupid top
feather.
hat.
I could give Case's parents' description.
Alright.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Provos is like a Vieran woman, looking not really much older from Achaeus, but standing a few inches above him. Her skin is darker than Achaeus's, but she has like brown hair that's tied in on one side, tied in like intricate braids with like pale blue ribbons weaved into the braids. She's wearing like a light pale blue gown with gems covering it and glittering like diamonds with like a sheer cape connecting to like different parts of her arm and trailing like behind her. She has a headpiece that's similar to Achaeus's, except it's silver with like gems that are like dangling off of different parts of the ears and like the side of her head. And then she has like white makeup that's like outlining her brown eyes with a white gem that's sitting on the forehead. And then Gareth Endo is a half elf, half human man, a little taller than Achaeus with a very similar skin tone. He has dark dreadlocks that are like combed over the top of his head with like these like rare silver strands poking out and like silver rings on like different dreads. He also has like a goatee and a mustache. He's wearing a 3-piece suit with a jacket and pants being the same color as his wife's dress. The vest, the inner vest is a darker blue and his dress shirt is white. Out of like one of the pockets of the vest is like a silver pocket watch with a chain hooked up to like a different pocket, and on his face is like the pair of like square framed glasses with silver frames, and in one of his ears is just a little silver ring and a lobe.
Now, for identifying your other party members, I need 3 involved here to go ahead and make your own perception check.
All right.
I don't know why I went to grab like actual physical dice.
All 3 of us, or just
Yeah. Twister,
Oh.
you'll be making.
This guy's right there.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Oh,
Oh, there they are.
Oh my god. Hold on, I want to see what I get.
Yeah, roll.
A 25. I got the highest.
You
Why
have
are you rolling
disadvantage
at
selected.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You
Yeah,
have
for some reason-
disadvantage selected.
No idea.
But we
Okay.
all see each other.
yeah, you all very
Okay.
easily notice each other within the crowd. Where would Twister be right now?
Having shrimp cocktails with my mom.
Yeah, he's probably like looking out over at the Pegasus. Because I don't The only other time he's seen Pegasus, it was at the race. So like seeing them, he's like, "Ooh." So that's what he's probably looking at.
Okay. I imagine you're all not like immediately converging on each other then.
Oh, no, we have to go talk to the lady.
Yeah, we have to go talk to the lady of the house.
Yes, we have to go to Lady Tain first.
All right.
Morales.
Can I get wisdom saves from the both of you?
Oh.
What? Okay.
Oh, because you don't. Oh wait, no, you do.
We put them on.
Oh yeah, you both already
I
have them
made
on.
like
That's
a
right.
hand motion of putting it on.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, never mind.
Cool.
You don't have to do that
I'm
then.
glad it's as we approach the Tains that happens to us.
Well, as you're kind of like making your way through the hall, not quite at the stairway, the two of you can feel like different people try to pierce into your minds.
The common feeling that we both get.
Yeah.
Man.
You are unfamiliar with any of the people. That come.
Yeah. I'll just
Just
gonna look at
fair
Achaeus. I'll establish a telepathic connection between us.
You feel that?
Yep.
Mm. It's out of character. Is this something that a case would have felt at like a party before, since he's been to like kind of noble parties? Is this like a normal thing that happens at these galas, or?
It's not normal for the most part. It's only people do when it's like
At the
big
big
events
one.
like this, when there's a lot more people of import and power.
Okay, so I would be like, it's kind of a normal thing at something like this,
Yeah.
or it's not something entirely expected. Okay, I'll kind of say I'll relay that information.
Great. Love that.
Yeah, people love to have the gossip and love to
You know,
get information however they can.
honestly, I get it. Me too.
I mean, you think they'd have better security on that, but
Yeah, you know,
whatever.
everyone that
What are you gonna
knows
do?
knows.
Yeah, the gossip's gonna spread around anyway, so
Yeah, I mean, yep. We're approaching as we go.
yeah.
It takes a couple more minutes, but eventually you do get your turn. This time you can see there is another individual separate from who Tyson and Twister met before. You can see that kind of like next to Sierra is her partner, the former ballerina, Alice Lurick, a human, she/they pronoun, who is about 26 years old. She has a blonde pixie cut, and her dress is that of like chain link, kind of like put together almost like armor, and goes all the way down to right above her ankle. Who's just kind of like looking over everyone as well, is just constantly leaning into their partner to talk. The two of them seeming to have their own fun conversation with each other. But yeah, you make your approach.
We'll do a very classic, annoyingly deep Galen Lord Morales bow.
I'll do kind of like a half bow, half curtsy type deal, where I bend at the knees so I'm not. Yeah.
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 Lady Tain, it is an absolute pleasure to be able to attend one of your magnificent events.
Oh, I'm glad to see you arrive as well. It's wonderful to see the esteemed detective Eleanor Morales.
In the flesh.
I believe I have a child who might know you as well. Not a fan of yours, the wife. Well,
I believe that would be true.
as Why am I looking for my own notes? Why can't I?
Because you have a lot
Cariana,
of
where'd
them.
you go?
There we go. Yeah.
Grabs her and
You have
shakes her. Where'd
so
you
many
go?
notes.
Get
I-
back here.
Cariana, they kind of like looks over and kind of like approaches, leans a bit. Ah, yes, I've had a pleasure of meeting your wife a time or two. Wouldn't mind shopping around the store when she's able to come back. Terrible shame what happened to your family.
Yes, we are still recovering, and I'm sure, but once everything is fine, she will return to business, and you would, of course, would be always welcome there. She has mentioned your visits there with great fondness.
It's great to hear. I do like the way both of you.
Thank you very much. Was that a compliment to both of us, or
Yeah,
was
that was compliment for both of you.
Okay, I didn't know if it was. Never mind. Okay.
That would have been funny if it was just like, thank you. And it's just like, no, it's
Thank
only
you.
for.
No, I was just complimenting Carmelina's work. Thank you again.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Can both of you make an insight check?
Of course, Nate. Of course.
Okay, so Gail, you
Somehow
don't
rolling
see
well.
this, but with a 21 insight, Caius has after Cariana makes that compliment, you notice that she seems to keep her gaze on you for a couple extra seconds, and just kind of like smiles a bit deeper.
What does my insight check tell me anything about what that means?
It means that she's definitely showing interest in you.
Of what variety? In like a
Yeah, what
Fine,
variety?
if you want, it's a bit. There's a wink attached as well. Would you like that?
a wink? Oh. I
I'll,
was really thinking about my wife.
I'll wink back.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, like with that, you see Doral go ahead and lean behind the chair to kind of go ahead and whisper something that seems to be teasing Cariana, who just whispers something back to him as Lady Celeria pretends not to hear and just goes,
I imagine they're leaning directly behind her, basically whispering into her ears. But
She's like, I don't hear anything.
these
do.
damn kids.
I do hope that we both enjoy tonight's events as well. Again, thank you for attending.
Of course.
Thank you for hosting us.
It's a lovely
Yeah.
party.
I did keep an eye out for my friend Ray. They'll go ahead and want to have a talk with you all.
Oh, okay.
Seem to be interested.
Lovely. I'll keep our eyes out then.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Thank you kindly, your ladyship. We'll fucking get out of there.
Yeah, I'll give kind of like another parting like bow and then get the fuck out.
Anything you want to do immediately?
Chug my wine.
It's a game of avoid the parents for now, right?
Well, yours are on stage. Your mother's on stage, so that's easy enough to avoid.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's more of a game of avoid the limerals.
Oh, we can't avoid them for long. We sit with them.
I know. Just for now.
I'll just kind of, I think just kind of get a lay of the floor plan, scope the scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grab some like hors d'oeuvres.
I'm not necessarily going to go into
You don't have to
details
describe
right
the
now,
whole
but there will be
floor plan.
some people who will kind of like go to greet Galen to talk detective stories and mysteries.
Mm-hmm. I'll just let Galen fill me in on anything I need to know and talk with them. But yeah, I would assume we get stopped a fair amount, which is probably annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue for a few minutes longer before we get closer to the tail end of this hour when the Pegasus carriage with Jersala and Velveteen will go ahead and make its approach as well. The door will open up, and Jersala will wait for you to go ahead and help lead her down, Velveteen.
Of course. Hmm. After you, of course. Um. You know,
That's not how
being
etiquette
kind.
works.
I mean, I'm letting you out and everything, and being kind about it. Sorry, we were in that carriage for a bit of time. You know, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Memory fades a bit.
First, you make your exit, and then you extend your hand out and help me
Oh,
down this.
I mean,
Out.
at this point, when I said after you, I would have already have exited the carriage, and I'm saying after you,
Okay.
as I'm letting them out. I would never just say out after you and then hope she climbs over me, but after you.
She'll go to link arms with you as well.
Yeah, we can link arms.
Listen, sorry for the entry. We can go ahead and have our separate conversations after we make the greetings to the family.
Oh yes, of course, the family. Hope we don't say anything silly in there. You know, common greetings and whatnot.
Simple enough. I know it's not going to be an issue for any of you.
And
As
no,
I
there's no.
know, you all have taken etiquette lessons with each other as well.
I mean, it's mostly just a case of not saying anything stupid, but who would ever do that? It's a joke, of course. It would be idiotic to say something stupid or be
Trust me.
foolish in there.
The tongues. No kidding.
You two go ahead and begin making your way. At this point, pretty much all of the people who are going to attend have already arrived, so you're on the later side of the group. As you make your entry, Priscilla will go ahead and hand over the invitation. And as she goes for writing down her name, the butler will go ahead and read. Gisela Shala and Velveteen Despero.
Okay. Feels weird to announce that. Just, but okay. We'll just head inside.
Everyone go ahead and do your perception to notice each other.
I'm talking about detective stuff.
I don't care to look for them.
I'm listening to detective stuff.
Ooh, Pegasus.
Oh, Lord.
That one's doing a jump. Tyson, look, it's jumping. Whoa.
Tyson, isn't that so cute? No kidding.
You're like leaning on his arm. How tall's Tyson Tware?
It's like 6'2", 6'3".
Okay, yeah, I needed the composition in my head. Okay.
Oh my
cool,
god,
cool,
I
cool.
can lean on him. No.
You could lean on him regardless of how tall he was. He's just like significantly taller than you.
Is that like almost a foot taller?
I am
I'm
at
also
good,
5'5".
I am at good chest level height with him.
Titty
Place to
Pretty
be.
high.
high with the the one unromanceable
The
character.
one straight character.
He's not straight, he's just unromanceable.
No, he's straight.
I thought he was
Nate told
me. It's both.
unromanceable. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nate,
Brutal.
Unromanceable straight.
what the hell? Ew.
Icky.
How many
Okay,
straight characters do you have in your game, Nate? I guess
have you? I guess you all don't notice each other either. Oh, Velveteen, you
guess
need to be rolling
Galen.
the perception too.
he's not looking for us.
I'm
He's
not
not.
looking for them. I feel like it'd be rude to look for others when I'm basically on a date with someone else.
Well, First off, go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw. 15. You're able to block out whoever is trying to dig into your mind.
I mean,
But you
even
can-
if they're able to get in, it's just going to be country road repeatedly in their own head, repeated back to them. So,
Well, they're getting that automatically. It's
no, I
digging
know.
deeper that
That's
is the thing. You can't just have country road being every
no,
thought.
but I'm just, no. That's just, I know they're going to get the surface level stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's all they'd be getting if I succeeded.
But yeah. You can't tell the source, but you do know that someone tried to peer into your mind. And as you feel this, you get approached by a half-orc woman who is not really wearing a dress, but wearing like some fashionized leather armor instead. Has a patch over one of her eyes, and kind of like looks over to you. Oh, by the way, you would have had to check in your prosthetic arm for a like uh an admittedly pretty fancy one, considering to them it would be the person giving it to you said it's just a loner, a like fine like brass hand, kind of like fashioned to be eerily similar to a human's hand that as it goes by where your limb kind of like attached just begins to shrink to match what your original form would be. But yeah,
This doesn't feel natural at all. It feels like someone else's hand and arm was attached to mine. Ugh.
but
I
as
don't say that in front of them, but I will say that.
but as
To my
you kind of
PTR.
like make your way through, this half-orc woman approaches. You know who they are because they're from your household. As the as Trum the Thrash. Let me go ahead and write this. 'Cause I don't think any of you have their name or her name in your notes.
Give.
Who is one of the higher up members of the workings of the quarries within the Shadow Marches, walks up to you. Velveteen, huh?
Yes.
Hmm.
Are you surprised I'm here, or more surprised that I'm being polite and saying hello back?
I'm, guess it's, there's definitely a surprise that you're here.
I mean, I
It's
was
also
here.
a surprise that you're alive at all. Alice hasn't heard from you for a while.
I mean, if if the city hasn't killed me yet, I don't think anything will kill me. So, I'm still here, still kicking the old dirt down the road.
Hmm.
How are you? How are things? How is the house?
Doing quite well. Got a few more quarries set up. Had to deal with a couple of different, like, creatures within the swamps. Clear them out, though.
Taking areas that don't belong to you and then using that area for money.
They are
I get
literally
it.
owned by my ancestors.
No, I know. I'm just, sometimes people take land and it's not theirs, and you know, you got to make sure it is owned by you before you just take it.
Yes, which is what the
I
Thrash
know.
household did. We're better than some. She kind of like lowers her voice. We're better than some of
Um,
these other houses.
I mean, better is a strong word there. More deceptive and kind of evil at points, but yeah, sure, better.
The Shadow Marshes are all literally co-owned by the orcs who live there in the Thrash Council.
Yes, but saying you're better than another household is not very kind or polite or even remotely
Listen,
nice.
listen. The Thrash at least made sure to go ahead and make reasonable agreements where both sides are working with each other. Some of
I
those
mean,
houses would just straight up just go in and take things.
you made deals for both sides and profited off a war,
So did
but
all the
again,
houses. Money's
Yes,
money.
I understand money is money, but when it has blood on it, I'm not a fan of when it has blood on it.
The future's not built on easy.
No, the future is always built on who has the most power, who is the strongest, and not built on who is the most kind or who has, the best interest in mind. That's why war lasted forever and people died because of it. And some of them died because they had to, and some of them died because if they didn't make it, they'd kill others.
Chirsala will go ahead and just kind of like lift her arm up to kind of like shake you a little bit. I do believe we must get going on to greet the lady.
Oh yes, of course. There's no reason to stick around and have this conversation. Politics and war and whatnot is a conversation I don't mind having because it brings out the worst in people or the best in people or the people who just want the bottom dollar.
Charmed to meet you. By the way, Lady Dothrash, I've heard of your exploits, and I wouldn't mind having more conversations later, but we must give our greetings as well. And Troom will go ahead and just give a bit of a nod, kind of like collect herself. Yeah, I suppose conversations like that are better done another time, some other places.
Of course, uh, be good and make it home and all the pleasantries I should be given.
And
I'm very, I'm
it'll
very
be
sorry you had to see that. By the way, it's a little annoying to have to talk about that when we have other matters we have to take care of this evening.
I will say, while I'm trying to hold this smile, you did start that.
I mean, I didn't want to have the conversation to begin with.
It sounded like they were just going for a greeting, check up on you, and then you immediately lashed out.
I mean, it's a house I didn't really want to be a part of to begin with. You're born with something doesn't mean you want to support it. As someone who was in the war and had to watch people die, and then you find out your side is profiteering off of it, it's not the best to come home to. That's just kind of how I see it.
You're free to have that sort of feelings. I cannot tell you what the matters of countries and the like are. I have lived far beyond this country was even thought.
Fair.
Like, just Charlotte's making sure to say that very hush, and like, kind of like covers her mouth a bit as if to kind of like cover a cough too. You can see, like, noticing now that she is very careful about how she positions herself, constantly looking back and forth around the area, uh, heavily vigilant, and anytime she's going to say something that might be good information for someone to pick up on, is when she'll go ahead and cover her mouth and just kind of like hush down a bit.
I
She
mean,
is very used to this.
when she's looking around, I'll just make a perception check to see if I see anyone staring at us.
16. You're not able to notice anyone who seems to be keeping like contact directly on you.
Okay.
And the two of you can go ahead and line and get yourselves set up to meet with the Tain. It is going to be the same setup that Case and Gil met before. As the two of you make your approach, you notice that you're last in line in this instance, and Jasalov goes ahead and gives a deep curtsy over to the lady. It's a pleasure to meet someone of such magnificence as you. Uh, I'm quite honored to have been given the opportunity for such extravagant event. wouldn't think that I could ever be able to attend the Tain Gala. And she'll go ahead and look over to you then.
Oh, I give a subtle bow. It's a pleasure, of course. It is a very wonderful evening that we are currently having, and it is a very nice place. It's been a little bit since I've been here, but it is very wonderful, and I'm happy to be here with also such a lovely individual. Thank you so much.
Lady Celeria will go ahead and extend her hand, take the greetings from both of you. And I must say, it's quite a pleasure to meet with you as well, Gisala. I've read a couple of your books, so a few of my children, and we have to say that the fans of your romance novel quite charming. Feels like there's had a lot of experience behind some of these stories. And Charisol will go ahead and just uh, feign a blush, cover her mouth up as if kind of like a little embarrassed. Well, I guess you can say I've seen quite a lot and met quite a lot of interesting people myself. Uh, and then Lady Sylvia will go ahead and look over to you, Velveteen. I do believe that you've been to one of these before yourself, have you not? I apologize for not remembering that. But
Oh no, it's just no problem. You're here a few times. You get
few
invited to
times.
one of these. As showing that the city is strong, the city supports its army/military, and it's just a wonderful evening all around. A few of us who were here last time definitely enjoyed ourselves, and hopefully, the evening repeats itself in a wonderful way.
I do hope that you both enjoy today's festivities as well. I do look forward to having some discussions and questions I have on your book, maybe on your next one coming up. And like, just will go ahead and just do another like feigned blush and embarrassment. Depends on what books you're talking about. Deliria gives a bit of a chuckle. Velveteen, make an insight check as you're kind of like stationed. Okay, natural one. You notice nothing. But yeah, the two of you are free to go about, as it's only going to be a few minutes time before it completes. And you can see, all of you can see that people are getting ready to go to their assigned seating for like the sweet part of everything and the dinner as well.
I do have a question. Which book or books do you think they've all read?
Hmm? Oh, let's see now. Judging by the reactions, I believe that Sylvia, Dallas, and Kayana only read don't know of the romance side of things, while the second son definitely read into more.
Interesting. Um, well, I mean, it's high praise if they all have read your books, so you should be proud.
Oh yes, compared to some other works I've made through the centuries, I can't exactly be proud of them all in comparison. Although I can let them know that I made one for some instances, but that was 200
Hmm,
years ago.
interesting. Sometimes forget how long you've lived.
Oh yes, this year is but a battalion.
Fail. This year for me has been interesting to say the very least. It's a year either to remember or to forget. Well, it's hard to say on certain days.
suppose we should go ahead and get us sat down.
Of course, we are at the table over in that direction over there.
Okay, you can go ahead and begin finding your seat. All of you, I imagine, as well. Unless you want to try to make sure to quickly meet up with Velveteen and give him the ring first.
None of us see Velveteen, so
Yeah.
I'll do one more look around since it's supposed to be the time.
What table are you at, Twister?
14.
14. Oh, you're on the second page. How embarrassing.
I might like the last table, so it's whatever.
I mean, you're the last table on the first page. I have to open the whole last second page for Twister.
All right, calm
Disgusting.
down.
Anyways, does Twister see little old me?
I'll say Twister's able to notice you and Jersala. Velveteen, can I get a perception check?
Nope.
Wow, another
Buddy.
natural one. Okay, never mind.
Getting them out of the way. Getting them out of the way.
Yep.
Twister points them out to Tyson. He's only 2 tables away, so it's not like that
Yeah.
bad. There he is. Do you want to hand him the ring, or do you want me to?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll make sure to get a seat set. I'm not happy about who's close to us.
Who's close to you guys?
It's Valmiki.
The other reporter?
Yes.
Oh. That's
back.
fun.
All right, I'm gonna head over to Velveteen. Tap you on the shoulder.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Didn't see you. Thought you hadn't arrived yet.
No, I did. You know,
Hmm.
makes sense you didn't see me, the face and all. But here, ring.
Oh, is this for what again?
So no one can peer into your thoughts.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and slip it on.
Okay. You can immediately feel that there are, after a few minutes, you'll find other people going ahead and trying to dig into your mind that you're able to just bounce off.
And now I will run back to my seat and sit down.
Yeah, y'all have a good evening.
You too.
And as you all get yourselves sat down in your different spots, we'll go ahead and get ourselves a bit of a 10-minute break right here as well.
You're a
Okay.
10-minute break.
Whoa.
And then we'll get back over. Okay, fine.
How late are we expecting to go? Wayne?
Oh, I mean, how late do y'all want to go? Because this is, you can just go like a little over 3 hours unless you want to just keep going then.
Tomorrow. Do work tomorrow, so
Okay.
preferably not too late.
All right, we can avoid, not do the break then, just go for the hour.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so, all
I have a
of you-
question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come back to me in the next probably between the next 3 and 5 minutes?
Well,
The big speech.
Okay, I can wait. Hold, that's fine.
I mean, if you're gonna keep your headphones on, then you'll probably be fine.
there is
Okay.
something I'll have for you to be notice that you
No,
sit down
it's
is all.
fine. It's fine. I can wait. It's fine.
I was just gonna say, we'll go to this right now then. Velveteen, as you and Sala make your seats within table 12, you can see the 2 Morgraves as well as the 2 Kips, family members who are sat down next to you, who begin to talk with Sala. On the table next to you, though, you can see sat down next to a dwarven man is a familiar woman who is wearing a pure black dress with it's form fitting and has glamour weave put on top of it to appear to have rain pouring down upon it. Seems to have, judged by the seating, cozied up with this Kundrak house air. You can see Maria.
Oh, okay. Does Maria see me?
Maria does take notice of you sitting down and just gives a bit of a look, a smile, and just raises a glass towards you before going back in with kind of like using spells to be part of the conversation, kind of like having magically written words put in the air to help her communicate with the other people here.
I mean, I would have waved. No, I'm sorry, it's too aggressive. No, still too aggressive. There you go. Just a little.
Fuck.
Did did did, did she notice?
Oh, are you
Hey.
asking me?
Yeah.
Never tell.
She would have seen you like do the wave back.
Oh, okay.
It's just right now being part of this little bit of the conversation before the speech begins in a little bit. But
Okay.
yeah, over within the other table, Twister has you kind of like run back, well, kind of like fast walk back over to your table. Let me go ahead and just move this over so I have a better idea. I don't have to continue looking back between different tabs. Sure. Okay, you find yourself sat down with what looks to be a party of adventurers together. There is a Drow who is wearing a white dress with lower end akin to moth wings that flutter at the end, shoulders flare out. Uh, this would be Kobo Setathon, who uses he, she pronouns, has long purple hair flowing past the shoulders and gray skin. On the others, uh, with her is uh, elf, she, her pronouns, Nemzith Melto, also part of the same party. Has like a shaved head obscured by a hood, as well as a form-fitting black dress with a turned-up collar and a black spiral mask over the face. There's also a dragonborn, Alguk Diamenth, the him pronouns, bronze scaling with frills, ornamental armor of metal with a symbol of the silver flame on the front. And there is also Samson the Denieth, he him pronouns human, with medium length black hair swept back, deeply tanned skin, wearing regal robes of white cotton cloth with a silver flame embroidered on. But something else that seems to be catching the attention is Tyson very much just staring at, looking at the stage, waiting as a. He is currently getting an earful from the other table of someone who seems to be trying to get his attention, constantly talking his way. Uh, a the human Haftak Yaklarn, who is the owner of the Sharn Inquisitive, the gossip magazine for Sharn and Corvair at large, who is a short man dealing with early balding, and but he has a scholar cap on and seems to be wearing scholar robes instead of any formal wear right now. has like some very thick glasses on and kind of like keeps adjusting them while being like, ah, yes, I do have to wonder if, where did you get those? Hey, hey, Tyson, wait, Tyson, look, Tyson, where are you getting some of your? Have you thought about getting some more advertising? I can hook you up with some, you know? I mean, the paper needs more viewers and maybe some more money, right? So how about some getting some? Tyson, you listen to me, and Tyson's just staring straight ahead, trying not to listen.
Twister sits down next to him.
The party, like the adventure party, kind of like looks over to you. The one who has like the mask on, kind of like lifts hers up a bit to kind of like see you better. Huh. Glad I ain't the only one who brought one of these along. Kind of like puts the mask back down.
I like your mask.
Like yours too. I was wondering if everyone's gonna be boring or not here.
Oh no, I couldn't be boring.
Nemsith, these are the rest of my party for the Science of the Sun. Kovo, Alguk, and Samson.
Twister. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, let me go ahead and write this down for y'all.
Yeah.
Please. I'm begging.
Adventurers? Adventurers will help us so much.
They are also on the seating chart.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, anything that we're getting is on the seating chart, but yeah, also.
This is copy and pasteable from here.
True.
I can't copy paste from the seating chart.
Very true.
And you kind of like have this go on, and Tyson looks over to you. Ah, I hope things went well. Nice to have someone to talk to right now, Tyson says while giving a round look over to Half-Tack. Half-Tack just goes,
Yeah, not a problem.
"Ah, wait, I've heard some of the exclusive science. Oh, you've done quite most of your work over the Elden Reaches, fighting some of the, well, denizens coming over from the waste. Nemsith will go ahead and speak up again. Yeah, a little bit. That's, I mean, two of our party members are uh, all bound, kind of like dealing with the civil flame stuff, so met them along the way, working together, dealt with a few things.
During our entire time in Sharn, would we have ever heard of this group?
This will be a history check for all of you, retroactively. See if any of this got your way.
Natural
Does Galen
20.
know? Oh, well.
Well, I mean, we're all sitting separately, so.
I mean, yeah.
And it's just in case you ever actually meet with them.
Don't
Galen can have his
fucking
own
know.
role. Here,
Okay,
I'll
good
roll.
for Galen. Yeah.
Okay, Galen then a roll better than you.
Oh my
By
god.
much.
Galen didn't roll better than me. We both rolled nat ones.
Yeah.
Everyone
Okay,
else
so
rolled
somehow-
at least a 2.
Somehow Twister is the only one. I guess you read a lot of adventure party stuff, a lot of adventure news because, yeah, you've heard of them. They're not like the biggest names for any of the parties out there, but they've gotten some attention from themselves and even got recognition from the head of the Silver Flames for their works over within the Reaches and sometimes pushing into the Demon Wastes as well.
Oh. Yeah, I've actually heard of you all.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much on the other side of the continent, so it's interesting to hear that people even over here knew about us.
Yeah, I mean, some stories get published. and some like not novels, but like little magazines and stuff.
Man, some of the guilds over here didn't even try to recruit us. Man, that would have been wild. Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
go ahead.
and I mean for us, it's good to like keep knowledge about stuff going. I'm part of a detective agency in Sharn.
Oh, well. Hey, just letting you know, if anyone comes asking if I've done something, no, I haven't.
Insight check.
Okay, 17. You're unable to discern if they're just joking with you or not.
Okay. Okay.
Ah.
But if you ever need a detective, we'll pull out a card for the Eyes of Many.
Eyes of Many. Fun name. Makes a lot of sense for the detective group, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you all ever need some adventurers to come help you out, we can go ahead and work for a price.
How about you come talk to us after this?
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that soon.
We might have something.
Tyson just looks at you while holding a drink.
What?
Oh, just interesting to hear that you're offering to hire some adventurers. So,
Hmm.
let's go to another table now, shall
Yeah, can we see what Thurkir's up to?
we? Way out in the back, you can see human, warforged, a lizard folk, and a couple of half elves go ahead and just seem to be having a
Oh, we're
mess of
half
a
elves.
time.
Why
Yes,
are
we're
we here? What's going on? We
I
were
was gonna
just
say
in
a
the
science
wild.
experiment also Ro was human.
I think I didn't ask where I was doing this, so sorry. But yeah, like you can just see that group doing it. But yeah, over
I don't think that's true, Stone.
close.
What? Are you
You can
correcting me?
You continue your thing, but that's not what my own notes say because your mother is not human. We can talk about that later. I might be wrong, but for sure your mom is not human.
Sunday spoilers.
Not a spoiler.
Oh yeah. For Galen and Achaeus, you go ahead and find yourselves sat down at the same table as Ambassador Mihaela Loa Morales and Sir Alcivena Loa Morales. And you can also see within your table is Ishkosia Valm, an elven woman, who who Galen would have been able to help out figure out is a metalworking kind of like person. That's what her family is all about, is just kind of like uh experimenting with metallurgy, really getting ironwork stuff set up. And with her is a dragonborn with blue scales and bright white eyes, attending as the partner for Ishkos is Gitroth the Cross-Eyed. And next to you, coming off set as the music is unwinding down, are Madame Fervels Endo, Sir Ferrith Endo,
Gareth.
Sir
You
Gareth.
spelled it
Yeah,
wrong
sorry.
on the seating chart.
That's Gareth Endo. I don't know why I put down Ferrith. I mean, F and G right next to each other.
True.
And
Chat.
there's also
no.
Whistle and Choir, who are kind of like sat down, as well as a couple different kind of like people who were like the instrumentalists there, who seems to kind of like just be talking with each other immediately, kind of like scratching each other so far, getting excited for the rest of the night. And Chaos, as you kind of like approach both your mom and Choir will go ahead and send a wave over to you and Choir doing it to Galen as well. They look at each other and go, oh, I like Farrell's go, oh, do you know my child? And Choir will go, oh, yeah, we've met before. Hi there. They helped me with a job, you can say.
Sounds suspicious at all.
Faribault and Gareth will both just kind of like confused before kind of like leaning to you, Chaos. What does that mean?
It's rather complicated and not something to be discussed here.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you at long last. I'll like lean over Galen Lo Morales.
Oh,
Uh,
the detective.
Yes, I am.
This is my mother and father, Fervos and No, and Gareth and No.
Gareth just goes from having a kind of awkward smile at a Chaos to then just being like stern, focused look at Galen, just looking back between you two.
This is Galen Lo Morales, my co-worker, more mentor than
okay.
anything.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
The Lord Morales' parents would go ahead and also,
Oh no.
Galen, it's good to see you again. Your mother kind of like speak. Hope these last few days have been fair. I see that you've got your guest with you as well.
Yes, of course. Apologies. Mother, father, this is Achaeus Endo. Achaeus, my parents. I have to look at their names too to figure out how to pronounce them. Nialo Morales and Elswinar.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Good to see you.
But to answer your question, Mother, the days have been well. I hope yours have been as well as.
Some of the usual political things.
Of course, yes.
Continuing to have a great time here, meeting so many more people to communicate with. Establish.
Very important.
Okay, so then I'll go ahead and also be like, I'm from like get at this Gareth of yours, or your father. Looks over at him. You work in textiles yourself.
Oh, wait, hold on. Who's he looking at?
Gareth.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Gareth will go ahead and respond. Hi, yes, I help with
Yelling across tables.
I help with the supply of different types of threads, thread materials. Interesting. We can go ahead and talk business some other time. I'm a bit involved in matters of the like as well. I believe when my son's wife is able to return, there could be business arrangements there too. And she works in one of the finest in the city, I hear.
Yes, her work is absolutely beautiful. It's a shame that she couldn't be here tonight.
It really is.
Mia will go ahead and also speak. Well, then I suppose that she can go ahead and find her own invitation next time as a bit of a makeup look. It's a shame. Should have gotten along with some people.
She really would have. She would have really flourished here, I believe.
Yes, and how shall we welcome you in then?
What? Pardon?
What position, profession will you be going to?
What profession will I be going by? You mean here at the gala?
Well, next time,
No, oh,
we're able to send an invitation for you to come to the gala.
I mean, I would presumably my detective work would get me an invitation to the gala by solving a case that would be relevant to an individual within the court. I would hope.
Now, let's hope the court doesn't need your detective work.
I
And that
of
you
course would
find
hope
another
that
way
they.
in.
In what way would that be?
I see this is leading to talk that will favor more in a personal manner.
Of
I'll
course.
go ahead and stop you. The lady
Appetizers are lovely.
Lady Ishiko and Githra were just kind of like
Oh yes, hello,
looking
Galen
over it
Lombrado.
all.
Yeah, we'll introduce ourselves and shake their hands and make it a little less fucking weird.
Yeah, you all get your different greeting before the lights begin to dim.
I'm gonna
And
send
like
a
a-
message to Achaeus that just says, "These fucking goddamn motherfucker."
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry, our dads are gonna be friends.
God. Oh. This is also the first time I've seen my dad in 8 years. So this is incredibly great for everyone involved.
Thumbs up emoji react.
Galen, if you could hear this, I'm so sorry.
You just get a sigh. Exasperated.
His job. His parents are shitting on at the party.
Yeah.
Not the most
Already,
appropriate place for the passive
First
aggressive comments.
conversation. Oh
We
wait,
haven't even had the speech yet.
wait, Galen, pull down the thing. Pull down the bingo board. Okay, there we go.
Gosh.
But yeah, you go ahead. Watch as the lights begin to dim. And the stage gets a focus from some more enchanted lights, acting as a spotlight in the area. As Lady Celeria walks upon stage and holds a microphone brought over to her, enchanted to boom her voice out through the area. Good evening. It's wonderful to see all of your faces here. Thank you for being able to attend the Tain Gala for this month. We look forward to tonight's festivities with you all. And thank you all for all of your wonderful work for this city and beyond. We have many wonderful faces, both new and old. So many of you attending for your families, as prestigious as they are. And some of you coming here for being such amazing and wonderful people in your own special teams. Adventurers from around the continent, even beyond. Riders of great renown, perform with lovely voice and sound. Each and every one of you help make Corvair what it is. And we can do nothing but thank you all so much. So have a lavish moment together. A night to remember for the drink merry, dance fair, and enjoy the gala, everyone. So you Syria will go ahead and just walk down the stage. Lights applause from around the area as waiters begin going ahead and coming in mass to go ahead and serve the meals for everyone, putting down placements of anyone's choice of meal between meats and veggies, just veggies, and assortment of other goods as well. Desserts kind of like spread around for later as well, different kinds of cakes and pies, cookies. Many mixed drinks are being handed out. So if one were to request, they can have not quite the wine yet, but you can get some light liquors as well. It's time for the dinner segment of everything.
Okay, I have to remember there's a difference between a steak fork and a salad fork.
Let's get. Listen, we don't need etiquette checks from a case and Gale
Oh
because they already know
no!
about this. Let's treat this as performance in this instance. For
I am gonna.
Velveteen and Twister, let's see your etiquette checks.
How far away are me and
6.
Velveteen?
You're both not really too far from each other, realistically. Like, you're
Uh,
technically just across from each other.
Within 30
Listen.
feet?
Yeah. So, also, that means also, Twister, you do know that Maria here is at the party as well. then.
Maria? Okay.
Maria.
I'm gonna do Emboldening Bond on myself, on Velveteen, on Tyson, and let's go with Shashar. So we all get a plus. We all get an additional D4.
You just see the emboldening bond connecting everyone.
10.
All right.
19.
Okay. Good for Twister, who has been able to remember your lessons well. You don't have. That was like maybe an almost lapse at the start before you kind of like correct yourself and go about everything you've been taught
Yeah.
flawlessly as you go along with your meal. Velveteen, it's a bit of a mess, and Chersala often has to go ahead and correct you on some of the items.
Okay. I'm now embarrassed that I'm embarrassing her.
Oh, uh, that's the steak knife you're using as your salad knife.
Oh, I see. I thought, been here before. I thought I would remember this, but I guess it just kind of slips the memory.
Oh no, that's fine. Oh, no, that smaller spoon is not meant for the soup.
I see.
That's the set spoon.
Again, I apologize. I'm sorry if I'm being an embarrassment.
Oh no, it's fine. And he's noticed that as this kind of like goes on, Shirsala goes ahead and starts getting some things wrong as well. If you want to know if it's on purpose or not, you'd have to make an insight check. Or you could just go with your own idea of what's going on.
I would very much not want them to be pitying me and fucking up things on purpose, so I'm not going to insight check this.
Okay. I will also say, as you're kind of like continuing on with your meal, Velveteen, that you do feel someone familiar knocking at your mind to talk with you. You can feel the presence of Maria trying to have communication.
Maria.
Sure, I'll let her in,
Knock, knock, knock.
I guess.
All right, you get the communication on. I did not
Uh,
expect you here. Good to see you
yeah.
hale and healthy.
Thank you. I kind of had to be here because it's a whole group effort. Um, you've probably seen the rest of my associates here, possibly. I don't know if you're looking for them. If anything, you've probably clocked Twister, but everyone else is also here, different tables.
Anything I need to look out for?
Realistically, probably not. I mean, someone might still have a bit of an issue with you, but I honestly don't care. Um, but outside of that, I think you should be fun. It's just also kind of unfortunate. We're tables away, so we have to talk like this and not, you know, together.
Oh, after the dinner, there'll be plenty of time for
Oh,
dancing.
it's true. I hope I can remember how to dance, but we'll see. It's been a while since I've done the 1-2.
Well, I'd have to see a person that would invite me along, be willing to pause for some time.
Mhm.
There is a bit of a tease in the communication there.
Okay. But I hope you're enjoying your table. The individuals over there are treating you well.
Delightful. Able to so many people willing to hand over some cash for a little bit of fun.
Mm, that's reassuring. Just some.
Nobility, so dumb.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you don't come across anyone that sours your mood though. 'Cause I've already done that myself, but it's getting better. Kind of don't want to talk to certain individuals, so see certain individuals here, but you know can't stop them from being here.
I for one hope that you're able to remember this night better than worse.
Oh, we'll see, but you can never predict how a night's gonna go until it goes. And boy, I do sure hope this night goes quickly because the longer I'm here, the more worried I might say something stupid or do something stupid.
You two can have this bit of a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we can keep talking if you
Yeah.
want to go something else.
Achaeus and Galen, you both
Mm.
notice as well at as you're kind of like having this dinner, the Lord Moraleses are being quiet and pristine in their etiquette. But with where you're stationed, you can see that kind of like, oh, first off, in front of you is like the main Tain family. The sibling, the older siblings and their partners with the lady of the household, and the younger siblings and close associates over to the side next to them. But you can see you can see showing up a bit late to sit down. Kind of a big smile on his face is a slim, 6'1", purple gray skin drow with narrow features, white slick back hair with shaved sides, one red eye and one golden eye. Wearing a suit appearing as if it was spun of golden thread, a matching tie, golden slacks, white button-up shirt. Who just seems to kind of like lean in close to talk to Delaria before going ahead and having her own seat down with these younger siblings and partaking in the food. Uh, and they'll go ahead and as they kind of like get their silverware set up, look over to the both of you and wink. As that happens, you also see over to the side leading out to like the Pegasus viewing area are kind of like seeming to have just finished a patrol around the area are two humans with, well, they both have red hair, but one is a lot shorter than the other, and they're highly ornate armor with the symbol of the Sharn watch embedded on the front. One an older human man, and the other uh, a much younger woman, both of whom share very familiar features as you've seen both of them and know one of them pretty well. As apparently being done with a patrol around the estate are, goddamn, I know there's so many people.
Just a lot of people.
Yeah,
You came
yeah,
up
you
with a
can
lot of
see.
NPCs for this.
Yeah, I very much wanted to prepare this for you. You can see that there is Sharn Watch Lord Commander Ian Iatalan, as well as his daughter, Lady Iana Iatalan. Iana looking very, well, not very tired, but trying to keep up an act that she cares to be here. When, and if you with a good enough insight can see her kind of scoff at the excess of all of this,
Yeah.
as her
She
father
shouldn't be
kind
here.
of
She
like
should be with her
takes everything in stride.
girlfriend. She should be, and I'm right.
Trash.
Thank you, Brian. We didn't know who I could be referring to.
No, yeah, you know.
But yeah, Yana will go ahead and notice the two of you stationed, and then look over to see Twister and Velveteen and their own tables as well. And since the two of you would have noticed her coming, she just kind of like gives a nod in your direction before kind of like
Nod
continuing
back.
on with her father, who the both of them just kind of like stand flanking Lady Celeria, kind of like keeping watch over the head of the family.
I'm gonna send a message to Achaeus. Should we tell her that something's up tonight?
It might be prudent to. I think we should.
We don't know a lot of information.
We don't, but we know that apparently there's some kind of threat, and she would be
Yeah. She
the
already
one
looks
to
stressed
help
the
with
fuck
them.
out. I don't really
Yeah.
want us to do more so.
But if something's gonna happen, she would want to know about it, right? It's
She'll-
better to
If
do
if
that.
she finds out that we knew and we didn't tell her, she's not gonna probably be happy about it.
Exactly. I think it would be a good idea to tell her about the note.
Like right now, or tell her that she should meet with us later.
Whenever it's appropriate. I mean, we're having dinner currently, and I think it'd be rude to randomly get up and leave.
Oh, I wasn't gonna get up.
Oh, you were going to use. Yeah, okay. I feel
I
like
assume that she's within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, if you want to tell her right now, then yeah, that would work. But she should definitely know about it.
You're doing a message cantrip as well, right?
no, I'm doing telepathic speech.
Okay.
I'm doing that because I can.
We're not just pointing back and forth to each
I
other.
was gonna
No.
say, if you're pointing at each other and seeming to have a conversation in your heads, people
No,
are
no,
gonna be
no.
taking notice.
That's very rude.
Yeah, no. There's no pointing. It's just telepathic communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like looking at the thing again, and I was like, "There's got to be like a limit on the amount of times that I can do this." Because like Vaughn has a limited amount of times that I can use it telepathic speech, but no, I don't have a limit. It just only lasts for 9 minutes before I have to re-up it.
Wow. That's wild.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna connect one with Iana, or try to, I guess.
You can feel a bit of a barrier at first as you try this, but she seems to let you in.
She recognizes me.
Yeah.
Um, Hello, Ayana. Um, Nice to see you here. Just wanted to let you know that we received a piece of um, information that implies that something may happen tonight. We don't know necessarily what, and I will read verbatim the information that we have, which is a note that was stabbed into our door, reading, "No guest among the glittering halls in the sky shall be greater than death who comes for a friend nigh."
Oh. Thank
Which
you.
sounds like a threat.
Yes, that's certainly something we're looking at tonight. Try to pass this along to my father without giving too much away as well.
If you wish to, we don't really know what we are expecting, who the target is, or when. We're keeping our eyes open.
Who do you suspect could be in danger?
Considering it was left on our door, I believe our working assumption is one of our friends, but who I do not know.
Who do you know here at this party?
Let's see, who do we know? My parents, obviously. We know the Endo family, the Gold Feathers. We know Tyson. Um, I wouldn't call Darren a friend of ours, right? Darren Dedenius.
No.
It's like at this point, it's just like, am I
Yeah,
just
quite-
naming people we've vaguely talked to once or twice? Chersala. That's really it for people we know.
Yeah.
The only other person we like know would be Maria.
But the only people that know that she's here is Velveteen and Twister.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably look around and see her, but her
Yeah,
name is also
I
on
don't
the
know.
seating chart. But
So yeah, Maria.
I wouldn't call Maria a friend of ours.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
friend
but probably
either.
She's
probably
great, and
better of a
I,
friend-
Becca
probably-
Morgan, am obsessed with her. But like, she's not a friend of ours.
but like probably
Not a friend.
better friend than like Darren.
Yeah.
More quaint. I don't even know if I'd say
I
that.
would say acquaintance.
Those would be the only ones we know, unless we are reading the hint wrong, and it is just kind of inferring anyone. I would assume that if someone were to strike tonight, it would be upon, someone important. Not that these people aren't important in their own ways, but more important than.
Thank you for this. I'll try to work along this.
Mhm.
We have a few other sentinels stationed around here. We'll try to spread some of the information looking for some people in particular.
Right. I'll keep you informed if we learn anything new. I just am eating my food. And I'm sure it tastes great, but it probably doesn't for me.
Yeah, probably not.
Eating the nicest food I've probably ever had in my entire life, and it tastes like garbage.
Yep.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I, while like we're eating, can I also like just take a look around and see if there's anything suspicious happening?
Make a perception check.
I get the D4. Let me add that actually. Perception.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. What's your fucking name again?
What's your fucking name?
All right. You can see that on the table behind you at table 17, Lady Estela Iravar,
Mhm.
who is a human woman wearing a like red and yellow dress with like played out shoulders and kind of like ivy stitching along the sides. Kind of like seems to be looking over your way as well as the rest of your party quite often.
Can I insight check that?
You can attempt to.
10-2, okay. 17.
Alright, well, they had a natural one. There seems to be hostility behind her eyes.
Do I recognize her at
No.
all? No. Hmm.
Is everything fine, Twisted?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was staring off into space. Sorry. Uh, good food.
It's always a delight to have good dishes. Okay, make sure to bring out some food. It's a shame this isn't something that everyone can have, though.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Nate, you said there was a red and gold dress.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
Never would have thought I'd have something like this one.
Can I? Doesn't seem to be. Huh. Hey,
What?
the food's good, but you know, I don't know.
You can see that Tyson goes ahead and goes to adjust his tie while he's talking, but at the same time, kind of like grabs onto his necklace. You can go ahead. You can hear. I feel him trying to communicate with you within your mind.
I'll let him in.
I feel like there's some things that I need to let you in on
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
Go ahead and continue reading. Leave that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll continue eating.
You know I'm adopted, right? You
Yeah,
were told that like as one of the
yeah.
oldest things.
Yeah. I think you told me that.
Well, I'm from a glittering clan, just far away. I'm originally from Cedar. My nation and my town is on the borders, fought quite a lot of war.
Hmm.
We persevered. And then I was alone. It was good. One of the things that I should have talked about was entertaining all of us. I'm glad to be here with you and Kat.
Yeah, same. I'm glad to be here with you. And
Once being here with someone I can call.
And for what it's worth, you're not alone.
Tyson just continues kind of like uh, cutting away at his steak. But you can kind of like see a whisper of a smile on his face.
Hey, Tyson, do
What-
you know that lady in the red and gold dress? The
That's the law, UFO. We've
yeah.
not had the chance to have a public conversation.
She's looking at me with hostility. And my companions.
The connection seems to dip for a bit, and then kind of like he goes to knock on the door again.
Yeah.
I have no idea that I could do that.
I don't like that the connection dipped. I really don't. How long had the connection been lasting before it dipped?
It was going on for like just that conversation itself. It dipped for like 3 seconds before it went back to him kind of like
Almost like he
reestablishing.
was almost like he was re-upping it, right?
About that amount of time, I suppose.
I suppose. Okay. Can I insight check Tyson?
Sure, and what are you trying to insight?
If he is hearing this conversation. And I want to do the same thing for Irivar. I think that's her name?
Estelar is her first name.
Estelara?
Estelar.
Estelar. Okay, sorry. For some reason, I'm not finding. There we go. Wow. Estelar Irivar. Okay, yeah. I'm going to insight check both of them.
Okay.
17 again.
Oh, yeah, for both of them. 17 right here. Okay, so what are you wanting to have as your insight in particular for them?
Oh, no. 17 was the first roll, like the 15 and 2. Was for. Do I have to roll a separate insight for both of them?
Not, I'll say no
Okay.
for this moment. Just
I'm just
what are you
wanting to know if they're registering what I'm saying. Either of them.
You have no reason to believe that you are not connected to Tyson right now. You would understand the presence and would be familiar with
Mhm.
who it is that is trying to communicate with you.
Yeah.
So you know that this is definitely Tyson who is talking to you in your head right now.
hmm
Lady Estelar Irivar, though, seems to be ducking her head down and just focusing on the place in front of her now.
Okay. I'll go back to eating.
And so, tonight's festivities will continue on. As dinner and its conversations and the events of dance and beyond still wait us for next week. But that'll go ahead and be it for now. Thank you all so much for stopping on by. I hope this has been a bit of a lovely time, a good start to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you all so much. As we make our exit, let's go ahead and get an idea of where else we can find all of our wonderful faces here. And yeah, let's go ahead and start with Becca.
Hello, I've been Becca. You can find me anywhere that I'm worth finding as cool armadillo, either with the 0 as the final O or not. Really depends on a case-by-case basis. As for other places you can find me usually on Mondays over at twitch.tv/talkingxp for Ravenloft Misfits. Not this upcoming Monday, though, because everyone's recovering from Gen Con still. But then the week after we should be back. I don't know. The schedule's getting weird at the moment. But I mean, you could always go watch it on their YouTube channel, or you could check out the Candela Obscura one shot that we did last Monday. That was a lot of fun. A 5-hour session that, spoilers, is becoming a campaign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's all I'm doing at the moment. There might be more soon, but who's to say?
Hey, thank you very much. Hope
Of
the new
course.
campaign goes well.
Thanks.
Johnny?
Hi, I'm Johnny. It's Johnny Rose over on Twitter, where I might be banned. I don't know what's up with that. On Twitch, where I'm not banned. That's also a cool place you can find me. Streams next week. I don't know. I got nothing right now. We'll see. But for now, and
Thank you as well. Brian?
Hi, I'm Brian. You can follow me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta, and aside from that, I don't got a whole lot going on.
Okay, thank you. Short and concise. Stone?
Hello, I'm Stone. You can find me on Twitter at Hello I'm Stone or on Twitch at twitch.tv/Hello I'm Stone, where I like to do my little fun little streams where I play games. This week, I'm not entirely sure what we're doing, but I might return to Supermarket Simulator. I don't know why. I just really enjoyed that game, despite it literally being a game about my job.
You just love your work so much.
Like, yeah, I love my job so much. But yeah, that's where you can find me this week.
Thank you as well. And I've been Gomrazillakong. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Gomrazillakong as well. No idea what all my streams are going to be next week. I'm still kind of like figuring some things out. There might be 14 on Monday. We got to figure that out. But
yeah, we have to discuss that and figure out what we're doing there.
yeah. But yeah. Should have everything sorted out. Gonna get the schedule out tomorrow as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a amazing tomorrow, today, and the day after that as well. You're lovely, you're amazing, you're wonderful. So thankful for you all to be here, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now, everyone.